Well, it's Wednesday, which means it's favorite find time, and this week's favorite find comes all the way to us from Maryland, from Digger Jim. Thank you so much for sending it to me because it's really cool. So it's a token from the 1939 Golden Gate International Exposition, which was San Francisco's World's Fair, which I didn't even know happened. So it sent me down a little bit of a rabbit hole because in the email was like, this is my World's Fair token, and I looked at it and I was like, what World's Fair is this? I was kind of expecting it to be like New York World's Fair or Chicago's Columbian Exposition, or maybe even like St. Louis's. I think they had a World's Fair in like 1902. But it was San Francisco. So why did San Francisco have this World's Fair? So I got to digging on it, and here's what I came up with. In the 30s, two big things happened. One, the Golden Gate Bridge was built, and two, the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge was built, and they were like, hey, we need to celebrate this, so let's have a World's Fair. Where are we going to put this World's Fair? And one guy was like, there's got to be land somewhere, and another guy was like, I got an idea, let's build an island. And that's what they did. They dredged and built a 400-acre island. Now, to give you an idea, I think 1 acre is 43,560 square feet, I think. I used to have this way to remember. It was Richard Petty sitting in a 56 Chevy going nowhere. So hopefully I'm right. But anyway, so they built an island. And then they were like, what is San Francisco? You know, like, who are we? We got these two bridges that are great, but what are we? And they came to the agreement that they were the gateway to the Pacific. So the theme to this particular World's Fair was, they called it a pageant of the Pacific. And another interesting thing that I found out about it is that basically they came up with their own design for this. And when I say design, I mean, it was a thing called Pacifica, which is named after the goddess of the Pacific. But it was a blend of Art Deco and like Asian-inspired Pacific-related themes, and it looks mega cool. But anyway, they had a lot of cool things for this particular treasure island. So they had this thing called the Tower of the Sun, and near the Tower of the Sun was an 80-foot statue of Pacifica, the goddess of the Pacific. And right now there's a plan to, they're trying to make, it's called Pacifica 2. So they're trying to like redo this sculpture and put it back on Treasure Island, which is kind of cool. Treasure Island only existed as a World's Fair spot for 2 years, 1939 and 1940. 17 million approximately showed up to visit this, which is a lot for the end of the Depression. The fact that they even had this at the end of the Depression really shows a kind of optimism that, well, I don't think that we as a country have felt in quite a while. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know. It just feels that way to me some days. But anyway, in 1941, December 7th, 1941, things would change though. Pearl Harbor would be attacked and Treasure Island would be taken for war purposes. By 1942, it reopened as the U.S. Naval Station Treasure Island. And it was that way until 1997. Now, isn't it crazy that Jim's find of this token, it led me down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and clearly I'm better for having done it. I can only imagine he could probably tell you way more about it. And you can follow him on his socials, which I'll put in the description because he's also a metal detectorist, clearly. But he posts stuff to social media. He does comic book stuff too, which is really cool. So, Jim, I really appreciate you sending this in to me. I kind of don't like the fact that I'll now be looking for like Pacifica designed Art Deco theme stuff, because I like Art Deco, and this particular type of Art Deco is really cool looking. I suggest you all take a look at it. And also, isn't it crazy that this aluminum token, this 80-year-old aluminum token, is still doing its job, right? It was designed to like advertise this event and also the use of aluminum for the Union Railway. But also, it makes it still a living thing. You know, you can look at this token and the history can come alive, and that's one of the greatest things about this hobby. That's why I love it. If you have something you'd like me to show or look up or find or whatever, send it to me. And if you want stickers or any other swag that I may have at the time, just email me. IGetThatTreasure@gmail.com. I'll send you stickers or whatever I got at the time. I got some new stuff coming too, by the way. So anyway, I think I sent out 7 sticker packs in January. Maybe it was 6 or 7. I don't know, but that's good because I sent out like 20 the year before. So we're making some gains. Thank you guys very much for that. If you get out this week, I hope you get that treasure. And definitely send me some of your favorite finds. I'll see you Friday with a walk and talk. And I just can't thank you all enough. Thank you so much for watching.